All right, as we're coming into a new year, it can be daunting for many people, especially if you're starting for the first time getting into a regular yoga practice. But I want you to think about this. When you practice yoga, the main point is to find presence. Okay, presence is just understanding how you feel in each moment. So there are going to be times where you feel like you're bored. There's going to be times you feel like you're overly exerting yourself, and there's going to be times where you feel amazing. So all of those bits and pieces of yoga practice are what make it so inviting for your own practice and your own process of trying to stay present. Okay. So again, it's not boring. It's actually just a wave. Okay. So as we move today, we're going to open up the body and open up the chest, hips, hamstrings, and hopefully decompress any tension in the spine. Let's get started in child's pose. Fingertips forward and knees out wide. Start by taking a big breath in and a big breath out. Again, big breath in and a big breath out. Send your fingertips a little bit further forward and start to lift your elbows off the ground. Keep your fingertips down, deepen your breath. Now roll yourself forward to hands and knees, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, cat pose, round tuck and curl the spine. Again, inhale, cow, drop belly, lift gaze. Exhale, cat, round tuck and curl the spine. One more time like that. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Now come back to neutral. Lift your right arm above your head. Big reach, stretch long. We're going to thread the needle. Drop down to your right ear and right shoulder. Take your left arm up and around the back. Stay here, or you can extend your left leg back. Deep breaths for 4, 3, 2. If your leg is lifted, drop it back down. Left hand to the mat, right arm lifts above the head on the inhale. We're going to take a backstroke down and around and switch the direction. Inhale, lift your right arm all the way above your head. And then again, thread the needle. Left arm up and around the back. Maybe again, this time you lift the left leg, maybe you don't. And drop the leg back down, left hand to the mat. This time modified side plank. Left hand, left knee as your base. Just kickstand your left foot. Lift your right arm. Stretch long. Maybe even lift your right foot. Reach your right arm all the way forward on the inhale. On your exhale, elbow to knee, and then grab your foot or ankle. Roll your shoulder down the back. So you're stretching, you're warming up. Deepen the breath. Now let's come to one-legged tabletop. So bring your right hand to the mat. Pivot so that your hips face the ground. Heel to your butt. Deepen your breath. And then step to the outside of your right hand, low runner's lunge. Walk your left foot back just a little bit. Come to your fingertips, lift your chest. Big inhale. Big exhale. Again, big inhale. Big exhale. Let's straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend your knee, lift your chest. Exhale, straighten your right leg and round down. Again, inhale, bend. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, bend, step forward to forward fold. So both feet at the top of your mat. Relax your head, maybe shake it yes. Shake it no. Maybe side to side. And then take a halfway lift, find a flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Slowly rise all the way to stand mountain pose. Lift your arms above your head. And let's bring the hands to heart. Just take a moment to find your intention for practice, how you can start to stay a little bit more present. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Let's take a back bend, open up. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Step or hop back to plank on your exhale. Pause right here. Rock forward and back, maybe side to side in a circle, and then switch the direction. Lower down halfway, and then lower all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes for cobra pose. Tops of your feet stay down. Lift your chest on the inhale. And exhale, lower. Try and press a little bit less through your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Maybe hover your hands. And exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, press up to plank. Take 5 push-ups. You can do this from your knees. Gonna move through an upward facing dog and all the way back to downward facing dog. As you get yourself in down dog, just take a breath in and a breath out. Drop your knees back to the mat, tabletop pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral. Let's lift the left arm above the head. Lift and lengthen all the way up on the inhale, and then thread the needle. Drop down to your left ear and left shoulder. Take your right arm up and around the back. Maybe you want to extend your right leg back. Deep breaths for 4, 3, 2. If your leg is lifted, drop it back down. Bring your right hand to the mat. Lift your left arm above your head. Take 1 back stroke down and around. 1 forward stroke. This is mobility through the shoulder. Inhale, lift. Again, thread the needle, drop down to your left ear and left shoulder. Take your right arm up and around the back. Again, you're using this time to breathe and warm up. Maybe you extend your right leg back. For 4, 3, 2. If your leg is lifted, drop it back down. Let's move to modified side plank. Right hand on the mat. You're going to open up the left arm and then spin to the outside of your right foot. Lift your left arm, lift your left foot. Reach your left arm all the way forward on an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, and then grab your ankle or foot. Roll your shoulder down the back, open up. Release your foot, come into one-legged table. So the left hand is down to the mat. Hip bones facing the ground. Lift your chest on the inhale. Step to the outside of your left hand on your exhale, and then walk your right foot back a little. Come to your fingertips, lift your chest. On the exhale, straighten your left leg, half split, just a little bit. Inhale, rebend the knee, chest forward. Exhale, half split. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, half split. Rebend your knee, step forward to forward fold. We've been here before. Your head relaxed down. A halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hop or step back to plank. Lower down to your bellies. Untuck the toe, cobra pose. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower back down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, press up to plank. Give me 5 push-ups. The last one is up dog and downward facing dog. Let's start to flow breath and movement through our Sun A series. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, mountain pose. Inhale. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, hop back to plank. Take a push-up or 2 or skip. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top on your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand. Inhale, all the way up. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, hop back. Take your push-ups, find up dog and down dog. This is how we get warm, right? Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Chaturanga. And down dog. Again, full breath in, full breath out. One more stunning. Bend the knees, look forward, travel to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, exhale. Down dog. Now, in your down dog, bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. And exhale, switch. Now bend both knees and exhale, straighten both legs. Let's take the right leg high, bend your knee, stack your hip, take 3 hip circles in each direction. Opening up, getting into the mobility of your hip joint. Now open up your hip, come to your left tippy toe, and then straighten your right leg as it opens up. Now bend your knee, stack your hip, right knee, right tricep, exhale, belly down core. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open up, come to your left toes, and then straighten your right leg, but keep the hip open. Bend your knee, stack your hip, right knee, left tricep, cross body, belly down core. 3-legged dog, right leg high on your inhale. Step to the outside of your right hand, low runner's lunge on your exhale. Lean your chest forward. Lift your right arm above your head. Reach all the way back. Open up through the chest. Really nice. Now bring your hands to the mat for pyramid pose. Straighten your right leg. Maybe you walk your left foot in just a little bit and relax your head. So good. Now you're going to look forward and step both feet to forward fold at the top. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, sit low. So your feet are about hip width distance here. Sitting your hips low, heels down, arms up. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, hands to heart. Left knee comes into the chest, standing balance. Left leg can straighten. Arms can come above your head for a little extra challenge. Yeah, how we doing? Looks good, everybody. Last 5. Stay balanced. Last 4, 3, 2, bend your knee, figure 4, left leg over right. Bend your right knee, sink low, bring your hands to heart. Try and focus on keeping your chest up and your butt down. Flex your left toes, engage your core. 4, 3, 2, 1, rise all the way up. Left knee comes into the chest. Now we're gonna take a big circle with the left leg out, around, into Shiva squat, left knee back of right calf. So it's like a one-legged squat. Contract your left hamstring, pull the heel to your butt. Deepen your breath. 4, chest up. 3, 2, standing split as your exhale, hands surround your right leg, drop your head, take your left leg high. Whew. Now very slowly step back to high lunge. Arms come above your head for this one. So maybe walk your right foot out just a little bit. Lift your arms. Knit your rib cage in and then bend your elbows. For 4. A little back bend shape, maybe high on the ball end of your back foot. Right hip back, left hip forward. And then airplane your arms, lean your chest forward, roll your shoulders down the back a couple times. Then we're opening up through the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, arms reach forward. Extended crescent, one line of energy from your foot towards your hands. And then warrior 2, open all the way out. Back heel down, arms open. Make sure that your right knee is bent and stacked with your ankle. Your back foot is at 45 degrees facing forward and it's straight left leg. Now reach forward, flip your right palm, reverse your warrior inhale, lift all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe a half bind with your left arm around the back if that feels okay. Keep the bend through the front knee. Side angle pose, right arm is the inside of your right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over the head. So good. Now look down to the ground, bring your hands around your right foot, lean your chest forward, hip flexor stretch. You should feel this in your left hip flexor. 3-legged dog, right leg high on your inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip, wild thing. Roll to the knife edge of your left foot, drop down to your right toes, lift your chest. For 3, 2, chaturanga, maybe you keep your leg lifted as you come all the way around. Taking your push-ups, up dog, down dog. You can always skip those push-ups along the way. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Exhale, switch. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, straighten both legs. let's take the left leg high, bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up, take 3 hip circles each direction. Make sure they're really big circles, getting into the range of motion through the hip joint. And then bend your knee, stack your hip, come to your right toes, and then straighten your left leg, but keep your hip open, drive your hands to the ground. Now bend your knee, stack your hip, left knee, left tricep, belly down, core, hold, 4, 3, 2, bend knee, stack hip, scorpion dog, open all the way up, straighten the leg, fan out the toes, high on the ball of your back foot, then rebend your knee, left knee, right tricep, belly down, core, here for 4, 3, 2, on 1, 3-legged dog, left leg high. Step to the outside of your left hand, low runner's lunge. You're gonna lean your chest forward. So from here, you're gonna lift your left arm up and reach all the way back so you can feel that length you're creating in your hips. Also opening up through the shoulder. Now bring your left hand to the ground, straighten both legs for pyramid pose. You can straighten the back leg as well, driving the heel down, or you can keep high on the ball of the back foot. Look forward and step to forward fold. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, arm lift. Sit low through the heels, flex the toes to your face. Engage your core. Good, 4, 3, 2, bring your hands to heart. Right knee comes into the chest, standing balance. So all of that on the other side. If you want a little bit more challenge, right leg straightens, arms above your head. Deep breaths. Last 4, 3, 2, figure 4 on 1. Right leg over left. Bend your left knee. Sink low. So your chest is up. Your butt is low. You're flexing your right toes. Deep breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee comes into the chest. So you're going to take a big circle with your right leg out and around a Shiva squat. That's that one-legged squat. Right knee back of left calf. Contract your right hamstring as you bend deeply through your left knee, hands to heart. 4, 3, 2, standing split on your exhale, hands surround your left leg, right leg high to the ceiling. Oof. Step your right foot back, high lunge, arms come above your head. So here you're gonna knit your upper rib cage in, bend your front knee, lift your arms up, bend your elbows, chest up. For 4, 3, 2, airplane your arms, reach back. Roll your shoulders down the back a couple times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extended crescent, reach your arms forward. Think biceps by your ears, really light on your back foot. Warrior 2, back heel down, arms open. All right, remember, left knee is stacked over your ankle. Back heel is down at 45 degrees, facing forward. Now reach forward, flip the palm, reverse your warrior, lift your left arm to the ceiling. Take a half bind with your right arm around the back. Bring your gaze up if that feels okay. Bend your left knee a little bit more, deepen the breath. Let's come into side angle pose, left arm to the inside of your left thigh, right arm reaches up and over the head. So instead of just like resting, can you lift and then reach? 3, 2, look down to the mat, low lunge, hands surround your left leg. And then you're gonna dip your right hip, lift your chest up. So you're getting a hip flexor stretch here. 3, 2, plant your palms, 3-legged dog, left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip, come into wild thing, roll to the knife edge of your right foot, drop down to your left toes, lift your chest. For 3, 2, and chaturanga, let's flow. Maybe you keep your leg lifted. So good. So now that we've learned a bit of the flow, we're gonna add a little speed. Inhale your right leg high, bend your knee, stack your hip, come to your left toes, straighten your right leg on the inhale, bend your knee, stack your hip, right knee, right tricep, exhale. 3-legged dog to scorpion dog, bend your knee, stack your hip, straighten your leg, bend the knee, right knee, left tricep. Right leg high, 3-legged dog. Step to the outside of your right hand, low runner's lunge. Lift your right arm, reach back. Pyramid pose, straighten both legs, exhale. Step forward, forward fold at the top, feet hip width distance apart, chair pose, arms lift, inhale. Hands to heart. Left knee comes in, inhale. Straighten your legs, lift your arms above your head, exhale. Figure 4, think low. Come back up, left knee into the chest. Big circle for Shiva. So circle, left knee back of right calf, hands to heart, inhale. Standing split, exhale. Inhale, step back, high lunge, exhale, arms up. Bend your elbows open through the chest. Airplane arms, lean your chest forward. Extended crescent, reach forward, biceps by the ears. Warrior 2. Reach forward, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, half bind, left arm around the back. Exhale, side angle pose, right arm down, left arm reaches forward. Low lunge, look down, drop your back knee or stay lifted. Lift the chest, lengthen your hip flexor, and three-legged dog, right leg goes high. Bend your knee, stack your hip, wild thing, come all the way around. Lift your chest. Chaturanga. You can feel this is definitely gonna get your heart rate up. Down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Come to your right toes. Straighten your leg. Open up. Bend your knee, stack your hip, left knee, left tricep. Left leg high, scorpion dog, bend knee, stack hip. Straighten the leg, bend the knee, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Step to the outside of the left hand, lower your lunge, lift your chest, lift your left arm, reach back. Pyramid pose, straighten. Look forward, step to forward fold, feet hip width distance apart. Chair pose, arms lift, inhale. Hands to heart. Right knee into the chest, inhale. Arms up, leg forward, exhale. Figure 4, right leg over left, sink low. Come back up on the inhale. Right knee into the chest, big circle for Shiva. Right knee back of left calf. Inhale. Standing split on your exhale. Step back, high lunge, arms come up. Bend your elbows, back bend. Airplane arms in your chest board. Extended crescent. Warrior 2. Reach forward, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, inhale, lift. Exhale, side angle. Right arm comes forward. Low lunge, hands surround your left leg, lean your chest forward, lengthen your right hip flexor. Three-legged dog, left leg high, inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip, wild thing, exhale, lift your chest. Chaturanga, let's flow. Down dog. A full breath in, full breath out. One more repetition each side. Inhale, right leg high, bend knee, stack hip. Come to your left toes, straighten your leg, inhale. Bend your knee, right tricep, exhale. Right leg high, scorpion dog, open up. Straighten, bend, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Step to the outside of your right hand, the runner's lunge, lean your chest forward, lift your right arm. Reach back, straighten the legs, pyramid pose. Step forward, forward fold, feet hip width distance apart, chair pose, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Left knee comes into the chest. Left leg forward, arms above your head. Figure 4. Left knee comes into the chest, inhale. Big circle, Shiva squat, exhale, left knee back of right calf. Standing split. Look back, step back, high lunge, arms come up, inhale. Bend your elbows, back bend, exhale. Airplane arms. Extended crescent, reach forward. Warrior 2, open. Reach forward, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Look down, low lunge, hands around your right leg, dip your hip, lift your chest. Three-legged dog, right leg high, inhale. Wild thing, exhale. You can just feel that rhythm, lift your chest. Chaturanga, exhale. It's your moving meditation this morning. Chest up. Down dog, send it all the way back. Left side, and then we get a little break. Left leg high on your inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Come to your right toes, straighten your left leg. Bend your knee, left tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Straighten your leg. Bend your knee, left knee, right tricep. Left leg high, inhale. Step to the outside of your left hand, exhale, low runner's lunge. Lift your left arm, reach behind you. Pyramid pose, straighten both legs, exhale. Step forward, forward fold, feet hip width distance apart. Chair pose, sit low, arms lift, inhale. Hands to heart. Right knee comes into the chest, inhale. Right leg forward, arms above your head, exhale. Figure 4. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Big circle, Shiva. To standing split. Step back to high lunge, arms come up, inhale. Back bend, exhale. Airplane arms in your chest forward. Extended crescent. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Look down, low lunge, lean your chest forward, dip your hip. 3-legged dog, left leg high, inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip, wild thing, come all the way around, lift your hips. And chaturanga, let's flow. Whew. Downward facing dog, amazing work so far. Bend your knees, look forward, hop through to its feet. All right, so moving on into a little belly up core, because we've been doing a lot of belly down core. So from here, heels will stay down. You can always grab from behind your thighs if you get a little tired, or you can take a break if you need to. So flex the toes, you're gonna lean back just a little bit. Lift your left heel, lift your right heel. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop both heels, lift your arms up on the inhale. Same thing, lower back just a little bit. Lift your left heel, lift your right heel. 4, 3, 2, drop your heels, lift your arms up, inhale. Try and get your biceps behind your ears, and then lower again, lift your feet. Heels down, arms up, inhale. Then lift the feet. 3, 2, heels down, arms up, one more. There we go. Can you straighten? Low boat pose, legs forward, arms forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, bend your knees. Okay, drop your head. I want you to focus on this. Knees over your hips and then shins at 90 degrees. And I want you to keep your low back down to the mat. That's your goal here, okay? So low back down to the mat. Take your hands to your ears. You're gonna lift up and then lower back down. Never let your knees come past your hips. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Try and keep your low back down. That is the work that you're trying to accomplish here. Don't pull on your neck. Just try and lift your shoulders off the ground using your abs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Stay here. Reach your arms forward. Lift your shoulders. Send your left leg forward. Come back in. Send your right leg forward. Come back in. Left leg forward. Try and keep your low back down. Come back up. If you need to drop your head, that's okay. Keep moving with me. Knees never past your hips. Low back stays down the whole time. Last 5. Try and keep your shoulders up. If you can't, that's okay. You can drop them and keep the legs going. Last 3. Try and keep your low back down. That's your goal. 2. And 1. Knees come into the chest. Whew, give yourself a little squeeze. All right, soles of your feet down, lift your hips for bridge pose. Interlace your hands at your low back, chest expansion, or you can release. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Drive your heels down and just notice your core as you lift your hips a little higher. Contract. Think about your upper core knitting in. So every exhale, contracting your upper abs, and then starting to get into the lower abs just a little bit more every exhale. Lower your hips down. Hug your knees into your chest, rocking all forward and back until you cross your ankles, plant your hands, and step back to plank. You can hop back as well. So as you're in plank pose, just pause here, rock forward and back. Notice how this feels much different than the first plank you started your practice with, right? All right. Let's lower all the way down to the bellies. A little back body core to lift the chest. Now, fingertips are wide. You're gonna lift your chest and then engage your legs, lift your feet. Reach your arms back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower all the way down. So from here, you're gonna lift up again. Feet lift, arms reach back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower all the way down. All right, last one. Lift the feet, reach your arms back, interlace the hands at your low back this time. Bend your knees, lift your thighs off the ground, lift your chest. Try and engage your back body core, the core itself, chest open, and lower all the way down. Awesome work. Windshield wipe your legs. push back to child's pose. Roll yourself through upward facing dog. You're doing great so far, by the way. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we got 15 more minutes of flow. We're gonna work into a little bit more of what we started with and add on, okay? So inhale your right leg high, bend your knees, stack your hips. This time, open into wild thing. Lift your hips. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Right knee, left tricep, fallen triangle. So right leg's gonna slide out, left arm lifts above your head. Lift and lengthen for 4, 3, 2, left hand down, three-legged dog, right leg high. Step to the outside of your right hand. We've been here before. This time, drop your back knee, bend your back knee, right hand to left foot. If you can't grab for the foot, that's okay today. If you want a little extra, come to the knife edge of your right foot, open up your hip. The more you kick in through the hand, the more you open up your shoulder, the more work you'll do, okay? When you're ready, go ahead and release that. Bring your right hand down. Let's come into pyramid pose again. Drop your head. And then turn to the left, wide-legged fold. So from your wide-legged fold, some of us are gonna have a headstand in the practice. Some of us are just gonna hang out here. You can take skandasana lunges, whatever you prefer. You don't have to go upside down like me. You can just stay in your fold. You can again, bend your knees side to side. You can go up against a wall if you'd like to. But if you are upside down now in an inversion, come on back down into your wide-legged fold. We'll take a halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale to fold. Rise up to star. And then come into horse. So that's wide squat. Heels and toes out, hands to thighs. Now drop your left shoulder, look past your right. And switch. Come back through center, rise up to star on your inhale. Right knee bends, warrior 2 on your exhale. All right. Now reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. All right, we're gonna come into low lunge, left hand down this time. Right arm comes up, so there's a twist involved. Right hand up, left hand down. Nice. Walk your left foot in just one step. We're gonna come into side plank. Roll to the knife edge of your left foot. Stack your feet. Straighten and lift. Maybe your knee comes into the chest. 3, 2, step behind you, wild thing. We've been here before. Slow and controlled. Gonna come all the way through to low lunge again. So right foot has to step all the way to the top. Nice high lunge, arms come up. You're stronger than when you started. So all of this is a lot probably cleaner and more strong, strength-wise. Bend your elbows, lean your chest forward, airplane your arms. Reach your arms forward on the inhale. Bring your hands to heart and step your left foot forward, chair pose, arms lift, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale, left knee comes in. Left leg goes forward. All right, figure 4. We're gonna sit a little lower this time. If you can, you're either gonna take your hands to the ground, or you can bring your hands to heart, or you can go for an arm balance flying pigeon. Otherwise, can you sit a little bit lower? Maybe even you come all the way down so your hips are touching your right heel and you focus on the balance here. Maybe one hand lifts, maybe another lifts. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Rise all the way back up. Left knee comes into the chest. Big circle for Shiva squat, left knee back of right calf. We're gonna go for a bind here. Left hand to right thigh. Right hand to left foot. Left knee kicks back. Keep your right knee bent. If you can't do this, just don't do the bind. Let's go for standing split with the bind. Left hand to the ground. Right hand is still at your left foot. Relax your head down. You can stay here or practice handstand if it's in your goals this year. You better start practicing now, because otherwise you don't practice something, it'll never come. For 4, 3, 2, on 1, release your foot, step back, low lunge, three-legged dog, right leg high, bend your knee, stack your hip. Again, wild thing. Again, we're opening up the hips. We're lifting. We're using our core to stay stable and strong. Chaturanga, come all the way around. Whew. Downward facing dog. Amazing work. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Exhale, switch. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, straighten both legs. Now your left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip, come right into wild thing. Lift your hips, just notice how much higher of an arc you have. Three-legged dog, left leg high on your inhale. Right tricep, exhale, fallen triangle. Just slide your left leg out. Lift your right arm. Good. Three-legged dog, left leg high, inhale. Step to the outside of your left hand, low runner's lunge. This time, lower your back knee. Untuck your back toe. You're gonna lift your left arm, bend your back knee, see if you can grab for the foot. Now, if you don't contract your right hamstring, your right foot will never come close to you. Okay, you shouldn't just be able to pull on the leg. You should be contracting your hamstring to lift it up, and then you can kick through the hand and open up the chest. Maybe you roll to the knife edge of your left foot a little bit. If you have the bind, go ahead and release it. Tuck the back toe, straighten both legs, pyramid pose. Maybe you walk your back foot in. Maybe you come to the knife or the heel of your left foot as you relax your head down. Turn to the right, wide-legged fold. You can stay here or go upside down. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're upside down, come on back to that wide-legged fold. Let's take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to star. Big breath in. Left knee bends, warrior two. Reverse your warrior inhale. Exhale to side angle. Rise up to star on your inhale. Back to horse pose on your exhale. Lower your left shoulder, look past your right. And switch. Get a little extra in here. Back through center, rise to star. Left knee bends, warrior two. Reverse. Side angle to low lunge. Right hand down, left hand comes up. So you're in a twist. Right hand down, left hand up. Walk your right foot in one tiny step and then come into side plank. Right hand, right foot is your base. Maybe the left knee comes in, maybe the feet stay stacked. 3, 2, step behind you, wild thing. Hips are lifted. Now we're gonna look forward and step into lunge position. So left foot comes all the way to the top. High lunge, arms come up, inhale. Bend your elbows, exhale. Airplane arms in your chest forward. Extended crescent, inhale. Step your right foot forward, exhale, chair pose, arms lift. Hands to heart, right knee comes in on your inhale. Extend on your exhale. Bend your knee, figure four, sink low. All right, if you can, bring your hands all the way to the ground, or maybe you come to your left toes, you practice that little balance, crouching. Engage your core. It's not easy, that's for sure. Maybe you take an arm balance. If you're down, come all the way back up. Right knee comes into the chest. We're gonna take a big circle for Shiva squat, right knee back of left calf. Right hand to left thigh, left hand to right foot. Take your leg back, heel toward your butt. And standing split with a bind or handstand, last chance here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, release your foot, step back, low lunge. Chest forward, inhale, three-legged dog, exhale. Last wild thing, come all the way around. Lift your hips and lengthen. Just notice the strength you've created, the length you've created, the openness, the mobility. And last chaturanga, come all the way around. Down dog. A full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale the right leg high. Bring yourself in a half pigeon, right shin comes all the way forward. Slide your left leg back. You're more than welcome to take this on your back for figure four instead, especially if it doesn't feel so good. Sometimes if my hips are extra tight, I take a block or a pillow and slide it underneath the right hip so I can bring the right shin a little bit further forward. Again, you don't want to open up your hips. You want to keep your hips level to the ground in some way. And as you start to feel like you can sink lower, you can remove your block. Try and relax. Think about sending your right hip back, left hip forward. Very slowly lift your chest, slide your left leg forward. so that the right sole of the foot is the inside of your left thigh. Right hand behind you, stargazer, lift your hips. Exhale, lower back down. Slide your left leg back. Three-legged dog, right leg goes high, kick out the leg, bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Some of us might take another chaturanga because we want to. Others have also just open up so we can switch to the other side. Left leg comes high on the inhale, bend your knee, stack your hip. Left shin comes forward, half pigeon. So same things apply here. You can use a block or a pillow underneath your left hip. You can bring yourself down. So here the goal is right hip forward, left hip back, hips aligned to the ground. Maybe you, like me, and kind of got to move around a little bit to adjust and make sure you're not just settling in a place for no reason. Oh, so good. Deepen your breath. We're going to lift the chest up. Stay on your left hip. Slide your right leg forward. So the left sole of the foot is the inside of your right thigh. Left hand behind you, stargazer, lift your hips. 3, 2, on 1, lower your hips down. From here, you're just going to slide both legs forward, lay onto your backs, bend your knees. So 1 round of bridge or full wheel, your choice. So for bridge, your hips are lifted. You're going to interlace the hands at your low back, shimmy your shoulder blades down the back so they're touching chin to chest. For wheel pose, your hands are going to be by your ears, flipping the palms, fingertips facing behind you toward your elbow or toward your shoulders. And then you're going to lift your hips, roll to your head, and then lift yourself up. Maybe walk your feet back. Deep breaths. Full inhales. Full exhales. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Whew. Hug your knees into your chest and let them drop to the left. Bring your gaze to the right. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Knees drop to the right, gaze to the left. Come back to center, happy baby. Grab your feet, bend one knee at a time. Eventually, you're going to come up to a seat. You don't have to rush like me unless you want to. 45 minutes goes by fast. So as you make your way to a tall seat, palms flip to face up, roll your shoulder blades down the back a couple times. Take a full exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to heart space and just take a moment. And all together, we're going to say one affirmation to end our practice. And today, I am strong and I've got this. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm strong and I've got this. We bring our hands to third eye center. Take a breath in and a breath out. Bow forward, sealing our practice. Namaste. Namaste, friends. You're strong and you got this. You said it yourself.